BAGHEL IT Solutions welcomes you.
Welcome to Tally Help videos. This video will teach you how to set up bank reconciliation in TallyPrime. If you are doing reconciliation for the first time, configure your bank ledger with the reconciliation beginning date and opening BRS before reconciling. The default reconciliation beginning date is the first day of the current financial year, but you can change it to your preferred date. Transactions that remain unreconciled before the reconciliation beginning date will not be included in the bank reconciliation reports until you add them. Let's see how you can set the reconciliation beginning date. From Gateway of Tally, Alter Master, Ledger, Bank Ledger. In the Ledger Alteration screen, enable Set Alter Bank Configuration. In the Bank Configuration screen, set the reconciliation beginning date. After setting the reconciliation beginning date, add the unreconciled transactions from before that date in the opening BRS report. Now, let's see how you can set the opening BRS. In the Bank Configuration screen, enable Set Alter Opening BRS. On the opening BRS screen, press Alt-L to update the opening BRS. Add the unreconciled transactions and press Ctrl-A to accept the screen. Alternatively, you can set the opening BRS from the Banking Activities report. After adding the unreconciled transactions in the opening BRS, you can view them in the Bank Reconciliation report to reconcile. If you split a company, the unreconciled transactions in books and bank will automatically appear as an opening BRS in the second child company. It is recommended to import your bank statement for a period before splitting the company data so that unreconciled bank transactions appear in the opening BRS. You can now import your bank statement for the period and reconcile your transactions. Using connected banking services, you can fetch a bank statement directly from TallyPrime. To know more, view the video on Get Bank Statement into TallyPrime. The link is in the description box. If connected banking is not available for your bank, then you can also import the statement. If you are an existing user doing manual reconciliation and want to switch to auto reconciliation, you should import the bank statement for the period with unreconciled transactions. Press Alt-O and select Bank Statement. In the Import Bank Statement screen, select the bank ledger. Specify the file path and select file type as supported. Select the file to import. Set Show Preview as Yes. Press Ctrl-A to accept the screen. In the Bank Statement Preview screen, press I to import the bank statement. You can see the total number of entries imported and exact matches in the summary of imported statement. Press S to directly go to Bank Reconciliation Summary and reconcile the book and bank transactions. Alternatively, you can press Escape to reconcile the transactions later. If you encounter any issues with the format of the bank statement after importing it, please reach out to TallyCare and we will assist you in configuring it. Let us now see how to view the reports before you reconcile your transactions. Press Alt-G, type or select Banking Activities. Alternatively, Gateway of Tally, Banking Activities. The Banking Activities report provides the count of unreconciled transactions in your books and bank records. Alternatively, if you want to view your unreconciled deposits and withdrawals, press Ctrl-H and select Deposits and Withdrawals Unreconciled. If you want to view the total amount of the unreconciled transactions, press F5. To view the Bank Reconciliation Summary, drill down from the Bank Reconciliation column. In the Bank Reconciliation Summary, you can view balance as per company books,
balance as per bank statement, as well as the transactions under available only in books and available only in bank sections, along with the count and amount of withdrawals and deposits. If you have e-payments enabled for your bank ledger, you will be able to see unreconciled e-payments pending for sending to bank and unreconciled e-payments sent to bank. To view the list of all unreconciled transactions, drill down from the relevant unreconciled transactions. In the bank reconciliation report, you can see the book and bank transactions that are pending to be reconciled. You can now reconcile your book and bank transactions. To know more, view the video on how to reconcile book transactions with bank transactions in TallyPrime. The link is in the description box. As you saw, you can easily set your reconciliation date along with your opening BRS, import your bank statement, and view the reports before you start to reconcile your transactions. Thank you. There might be entries for which there are no corresponding vouchers in the books. TallyPrime helps you create those vouchers using the entries in the bank statement. In the bank reconciliation and imported bank data reports, you have the facility to create single, multiple, and consolidated vouchers. The facility accelerates the process of voucher creation and reconciliation. Once you create the vouchers, they get linked to the corresponding entries in the bank statement. This saves a great deal of time. Let's see how this works. Import a bank statement. Using the connected banking services, you can fetch a bank statement directly from TallyPrime. To know more, view the video on Get Bank Statement into TallyPrime. The link is in the description box. If connected banking is not available for your bank, then you can also import the statement. Press Alt-O and select Bank Statement. In the Import Bank Statement screen, select the bank ledger. Specify the file path and select file type as supported. Select the file to import. Set Show Preview as Yes. Press Ctrl-A to accept the screen. In the Bank Statement Preview screen, press I to import the bank statement. You can see the total number of entries imported in the summary of imported statement. Press S to directly go to bank reconciliation summary and reconcile the book and bank transactions. Or you can press Escape to go back to the banking activities report. Press Alt-G, type or select banking activities and press Enter. In the banking activities screen, select the bank and press Enter. In the bank reconciliation summary, press Enter from unreconciled transactions from 1st October 2024 till date. Here, you can see that there are transactions available only in bank. Now, let's see how to create multiple vouchers. Select the entries for which you want to create vouchers. Press F7. The ledger name column gets added. You can select the relevant ledger for each voucher. Press Ctrl-A to save the vouchers. As you can see, optional vouchers are created and linked to bank data. You can press R to regularize and reconcile them with the corresponding bank entries. Alternatively, you can go to the optional vouchers, bank data report and regularize the vouchers. There might be some transactions where a common ledger is applicable. Select the entries, press F7 and select Common Ledger. The ledger gets applied to all the selected entries. Press Ctrl-A to save the optional vouchers. You can drill down to any voucher and update the billwise and other details as needed. Similarly, you can create a single voucher from a single bank entry. In the bank reconciliation report, select the required bank entry and press F7. In the voucher creation screen, select the ledger and provide bill-wise details as needed. Now, there might be entries that belong to a common ledger for which you want to create a consolidated voucher. Select the entries and press Alt F7. Specify the ledger in the particulars and you will see that the total amount of all the selected bank entries gets prefilled in the voucher. Press Ctrl A and the voucher gets created and reconciled with the corresponding bank transaction. You can also create multiple or consolidated vouchers in the imported bank data report. Press Alt G, type or select imported bank data and press Enter. Select the bank ledger and press Enter. Drill down to view the imported bank transactions for a specific day. Here, you can view the transactions available only in bank and create vouchers as needed. As you saw in TallyPrime, you can effortlessly create single, multiple, or consolidated vouchers using the entries in an imported bank statement. This helps you keep your books of accounts reconciled. Thank you. In this video, you will understand how to reconcile your book and bank transactions. TallyPrime Release 6.0 introduces enhanced bank reconciliation, which helps you to reconcile transactions more efficiently. If you are doing reconciliation for the first time, you need to prepare before you reconcile your transactions. To know more, view the video, How to Set Up Bank Reconciliation in TallyPrime. The link is in the description box. To use the enhanced feature, ensure you have configured your bank ledger for auto-reconciliation. Import the bank statement for the period you want to reconcile. Importing the bank statement adds the bank data to TallyPrime, enabling reconciliation with book transactions by linking with bank data. Configure auto-reconciliation in your bank ledger. From Gateway of Tally, Alter Master, Ledger, Bank Ledger. Enable Set Alter Bank Configuration to Yes. In the Bank Configuration screen, enable Set Alter Auto Reconciliation Configuration. In the Auto Reconciliation Configuration screen, by default, Identify Exact Matches for Reconciliation is set to while importing statement. Retain it. By default, Automatically Reconcile Exact Matches Found is set to No, which allows you to see the exact matches in the bank reconciliation report. If you want exact matches to be automatically reconciled once you import the statement, you can set Automatically Reconcile Exact Matches Found to Yes. Now, press Ctrl A to save the ledger. Now that we have configured the bank ledger, let's import a bank statement. Using connected banking services, you can fetch a bank statement directly from TallyPrime. To know more, view the video on Get Bank Statement into TallyPrime. The link is in the description box. If connected banking is not available for your bank, then you can also import the statement. Press Alt O and select Bank Statement. In the Import Bank Statement screen, select the bank ledger. Specify the file path and select file type as supported. Select the file to import. Set Show Preview as Yes. Press Ctrl A to accept the screen. In the Bank Statement Preview screen, press I to import the bank statement. You can see the total number of entries imported and exact matches in the summary of imported statements. Press S to directly go to Bank Reconciliation Summary and reconcile the book and bank transactions. Now, let's see how to reconcile the book and bank transactions. In the Bank Reconciliation Summary screen, drill down from Unreconciled Transactions from 1st October 2024 till date. You can see the unreconciled transactions under different sections such as Exact Match, Available Only in Books, and available only in bank. Let's see how you can reconcile the transactions with exact match. Transactions with matching amounts and instrument numbers in both the books and the bank will be listed under exact match. Select all the exact match and press F8 to reconcile the transactions. You can reconcile your transactions with potential match suggestions. In the bank reconciliation report, press Alt-S to view the potential match suggestions under different heads. By default, the potential matches screen displays rule-wise books, where under different rules you can see the transactions available in the books. Similarly, you can change the view to see the potential match suggestion as books-wise, rules, rule-wise, bank, or bank-wise, rules. Select the transactions and press F8 to reconcile. If the number of transactions to be reconciled is more in the bank reconciliation report, you can reconcile by finding a match. In the bank reconciliation report, select a transaction from book or bank, press F8 to find a match. In the bank reconciliation Find Matches screen, you can see the selected transaction along with the potential match and other unreconciled transactions. Select the transactions displayed under Unreconciled Transactions and press F9 to include the transaction for reconciliation. If there is any wrong unwanted transaction added, press F10 to remove it. Add the transaction that can be reconciled with the selected voucher. Press A to reconcile the transactions. When the number of transactions in the bank reconciliation report is less, you can select and reconcile them. In the bank reconciliation report, you can select one or multiple transactions from your books against one or multiple transactions from the bank, and then press F8 to reconcile. To filter and select the transactions, press Ctrl F. In the basic filter screen, provide the amount, instrument number, or any other value based on which you want the transactions to be filtered. Press Enter. You can now see the book and bank transactions filtered based on the value provided in the basic filter. Select the transactions and press F8 to reconcile. You can also easily reconcile your partially reconciled transactions. For a book transaction, the corresponding bank transaction may have a difference in amount due to certain reasons. If you select such transactions and press F8 to reconcile, the transactions appear under Partially Reconciled header. To reconcile the partially reconciled transactions, select the transaction and again press F8. In the bank reconciliation Modify Matches screen, select the transactions from Available Only in Books or Available Only in Bank. Press F9 to include the transaction for reconciliation. If they match, press A to reconcile the transactions. You can reconcile your transactions manually. In the bank reconciliation screen, press Alt-U to manually reconcile the transactions. Enter the bank date for the transactions you want to reconcile and press Ctrl A to reconcile the transaction. After you have done the reconciliation, to view all the reconciled transactions, press Ctrl H and select View Reconciled. To know more, view the video How to View and Unlink Incorrectly Reconciled Transactions in TallyPrime Tally Help. You can also view the reconciled transactions from Bank Reconciliation Summary. As you saw, in TallyPrime you can easily reconcile your book and bank transactions. Thank you.